Hey, what's up guys? It's Marc with thebasswizard.com, and in this video I just wanted to give you guys a quick slap bass lesson, and actually a pretty important one. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've been getting hundreds of emails and Facebook messages asking me about my slap bass mastery course, and it seems like this is something that a lot of people really want to learn and improve. So I want to talk about one of the first things that I cover in that course, and it's a really important thing to learn as you're starting to learn slap bass. It's a very important foundation to have in your playing. And if you have emailed me and I haven't gotten back to you, I apologize. I like to get back to everyone who emails me or messages me, but I've just been really busy lately getting ready to go on tour with Olivia Holt, and we've been doing production rehearsals all day, every day. And it's actually Sunday right now as I'm shooting this. This is the first day off I've had in a long time, and I'm not even taking the day off. I'm here making this video for you guys, but I think it's one that's gonna help a lot of people, so it's worth it. And if you like what I'm about to teach you in this video, make sure you check out my slap bass mastery course on my website, thebasswizard.com, because it's really gonna help put a lot of things into perspective. It's gonna take your playing to the next level. It's like the price of 2 private lessons, but what you get out of it is so much more than that. And you'll also be supporting my website and supporting me in making the time to make more videos like this for you. So I think that's a good thing. So in this lesson, we're going to be talking about thumbing. Now, slap bass in its most basic form consists of 2 things. There's the thumbing and the plucking. And of course, as you get more advanced, there are more things like double plucking, there's left-handed stuff, there's a lot more that can go into it, but in its most basic form, it's those 2 things, it's the thumbing and the plucking. And the thing that's really important with thumbing, and what you want to keep in mind as you're starting out, is you want to be able to thumb evenly across all the strings. And I'll show you what I mean by that. If you're thumbing, let's say the 5th fret on the A string, you'll get a lot more volume with the same attack than you would, say, the 5th fret on the G string. So I'm attacking them with the exact same strength, the same force, and the volume that I'm getting out of the E string is a lot louder than what I'm getting out of the G string. And I've said it many times, you want to keep your thumb parallel to the string, and this is very important when you get into thumbing all the different strings as well, because on the E and the A string, you can get away with just bouncing off the string, and that works fine. But when you're playing the thinner strings, like especially the G string, if you just bounce off the string, you really won't get that much of an attack. You won't get much volume or much sound out of it. So what you want to do is you actually want to go through the string. So I'm going through the string. I'm not bouncing off the string. So what I'm doing is I'm coming down hard, landing on the string and going through and plucking the string. And I actually made a video a while ago talking about how the #1 mistake slap bass players make is playing with their thumbs down like this. And this really applies to this as well, because when you're playing the thinner strings, if you have your thumbs down, one, you won't get much volume out of them because you won't be able to go through the string like I just demonstrated. All you can do is bounce off the string. And another thing too, as you just heard right there, it was kind of messy, I hit the other strings. It's very hard to hit the G and the D strings precisely without hitting the other strings when your thumb is like this. So if you wanted to play, for example, something like Blast by Marcus Miller. That involves a lot of thumbing on the G string, and pretty much impossible to do if you're playing with your thumb down like this, because one, you won't be able to accurately hit the G string without hitting the D string, and 2, you're not going to get enough power, enough volume out of that G string because you're just bouncing off the string. That's never going to be as powerful as going through the string. And I'll show you the difference. I'll hit it pretty hard with my thumb down and you'll see. And then if you do it through the string, get a lot more volume, a lot more precision. And I actually got a lot of negative comments, a lot of haters, a lot of offensive comments when I made that video saying that the #1 mistake is playing with the thumbs down like this. A lot of people saying, oh, it's not wrong, they're just 2 different techniques and they sound different. And yeah, they do sound different. Playing with your thumb down like this sounds like shit. And if you're only thumbing on the E string and the A string and you're playing really basic grooves, you can kind of get away with that. But as you start getting into more advanced stuff like thumbing across all the different strings and playing stuff like double thumbing, that's where this starts becoming really limiting. So I don't recommend that. And the reason I say this stuff is not to be cocky, no, not because I think I'm better than anyone else. I'm saying this stuff because I've made that mistake before. I started out like this. I know what it's like to develop that muscle memory and then watch guys like Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten want to get to that next level and be stuck playing like this. And it's really hard to make the transition when you're used to playing like this to then learning how to play like this. So I want to help you guys avoid making the mistakes that I've made, and also the mistake that I've seen a lot of students make when they come to me and they want to learn this advanced stuff and they learn how to play like this, and then they struggle to learn all the advanced techniques because then they got to relearn how to play this way before they can really move on and play advanced stuff. So all that being said, I'm now going to play an exercise for you guys. I'll play it at speed first, and then I'll slow it down, play it slow so that you guys can learn it and practice it as well.